Jade Cargill is WB bound. In this video, we're going to break down not only her WB contract, what the company is planning for her right now, whether she's going to NXT or the main roster, everything you need to know about Jade Cargill as of September 18th, 2023. Because Jade Cargill, one of AEW's biggest stars, finished up with the promotion following a recent Rampage match where she put over TBS champion Drew Statlander in a rematch at Double or Nothing. If you recall, a returning Statlander not only beat Jade at Double or Nothing, but she also snapped her 16-0 winning streak. Now, some in AEW believe that Cargill's headed to be for the NXT brand in the developmental system, while others think that she's going to be sent straight to the main roster because of her contract. Now, Dave Meltzer noted on Wrestling Observer Radio that WB has already started creative for Cargill, and she's slated to report to the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida this week. So, before we get into her contract, let's break that down. First of all, it's interesting that she's going to NXT because while, yes, she's very green still, they're giving her a lot of money and they're bringing her in a prominent role. And Meltzer was talking about how she's going to be given Charlotte Flair money and Becky Lynch money. And that's notable because she's a newcomer into the company, right? It's not going to be a situation where she's going to be booked as like a Tegan Knox, a Candice LeRae, a Natalya, someone on the lower tier of the main roster or even in NXT. No, she's coming in as a main star. Also, regarding her deal, it's not a situation where she's going to be coming in and making 68 grand, which is WWE's typical NXT deal. No, she's has a main roster deal, whether or not she works on the main roster or NXT. I also thought that Brian Alvarez pointed out something interesting, which is, okay, if you brought her in on an NXT situation where she's working in NXT, you could have her, okay, not necessarily work every week on NXT TV, but okay, she works this day and then she's off TV for a while and then in a few weeks she comes back and etc. Because NXT's in a weird spot right now if you look at it in the landscape of that brand, because you have main roster talent coming down to NXT and working, whether that be Dominic Mysterio as the North American champion, Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch just beat Tiffany Stratton for the NXT women's title. NXT is not just a developmental show anymore because Nick Khan, WWE president, is trying to boost the ratings of that show and getting people over. You also have guys like Baron Corbin on the show, who's a main roster talent, and etc. So very interesting stuff there.